Hello, hello. I don't know if this is streaming. Probably the music is just too loud. Hello, hello. I should be ducking the music for my voice. If anybody is in the chat already, tell me if I am streaming. I should be streaming because I can see that I am streaming, actually. So let me just post this link into my, because I forgot last time. Oh my god, this is just gonna be a streamception. Let me post that link into my own Discord, and the link is down in the description of the video. You can join it. Join me on stream. So I forgot to tag at everyone. So there are a few things that I wanted to show you here, and I'm just gonna wait for a bunch of people to join first. And after that, I'm going to show you that, and we're going to talk about some ships. We're going to look at the ships that are currently on sale, and then maybe we can hop into the game. But yeah, I'm just waiting for people to join, basically, and hopefully that will happen soon. Yo, Spider Ray, what up? So, I don't know, when we get like 10, 20 maybe viewers, I'm gonna start doing this. In the meanwhile, you can listen to my rap song from, I don't know, a couple of years ago. It's in Serbian though.
Poguraj me, ko da niko nema, uvek nešto treba, uvek fali keka, jebote bre. Svuda samo daj mi, ko da život zajmiš. Zbog ljubi časte nožem, ljudi časte jedni druge, pa se pitan kuda će.
I know that you can't understand the words, but hey, we're just trying to
taman pomislio gotovo, punite glave otrovom I
get a
za
few more
razliku od vas,
viewers
ja sam odrastao sa obrazom. Natisam se porezom, ali se uvek podignem jer to mi je gorivo, ma shvati to, dobro znam to bol I kad si duboko I lepljivom pa...
Hey, no Razor.
Ali ove ulice su digle šampione, do vasione, ko vatra lampione, bez obzira na to dole.
Right, I can see that there's 10 of you right now. So, let me switch to another instrumental, I guess. So, the reason why I'm streaming right now is because I have such a fucking stomachache that best intro music on Star Citizen YouTube. Thank you very much. Well, I mean, I am mostly a music producer, but these days I'm mostly a fucking YouTuber. So, the reason why I wanted to make the stream, I have a big-ass stomach, and also it's hurting a lot for a couple of days, and today it's just fucking ugh. So, instead of making a video for tomorrow, I thought that maybe we can do this, and I'm gonna cut the video for tomorrow. So, I'm gonna cut it from this stream. So first of all, let me show you what they said, what CAG said a couple of months ago. And you probably already saw this in one of the videos that he posted maybe a week ago. So here's the direct quote.
Actually, it's more the aquariums than the hot tub, personally.
Okay.
Not the bar.
Tell me if the sound is good.
The bar.
But there are other ships besides those that folks have been waiting for a while. This question is simply, what is the plan on getting the older concepts out the door in a reasonable time frame? Some of the 2015 ships are 7+ years old.
Hey, Patchasm.
Like the Endeavor.
Yeah.
Patchasm.
At the end of the day, it comes down to priority and scope and resources, which is fun, boring management stuff that I have to deal with on a daily basis. The vehicle team, and I think I've talked about this in the past, like we work to like a 18 to 24 month ahead of time
18
schedule.
18 to 24 months ahead of time schedule. So what he's saying here is that they have everything planned, and now he's going to say that they do not tend on starting like work on ships that they're going to ditch in a few weeks or in a few months so they can do something else.
We work to like a 18 to 24 month ahead of time schedule, and we get sort of fairly locked into that. A lot of the other teams in CIG are a lot more agile, so to speak, but we have quite a long lead time because these ships take a long time to make. And if there's any artists in chat, they will know that like chopping and changing on a weekly basis is just terrible for your concentration and getting into the zone of doing things. Like,
yep.
The worst thing we can do is go, hey, you're working on an Aegis ship for 3 weeks. Oh, by the way, now you're working on an Origin ship for 3 weeks. Oh, by the way, now you're working on a Drake ship for 3 weeks. So we like to, wherever we can, and there has been exceptions in the past, once we start a ship, we see it through to the end of release, and we don't tend to start ships now in production without fairly firm guarantees that the gameplay is going to come with them at the end. That was different.
Sure.
Way back in the past, we would just work on a ship. We'd ask for the gameplay. If the gameplay wasn't there, we'd shove it out. Example, Starfarer. That's not how we want to do things these days, and hopefully people have seen that over the last, I don't want to say 3-4 years, where we deliver ships with their gameplay, because it improves the experience for everyone.
3-4 years. And that was 2 months ago. And yesterday, they said this.
Like vehicle feature, the artists and designers in the US, tech artists, and the VFX and audio, it knocks on for like 80 to 90 people, trying to get everyone all working together on, could be like 6 or 7 vehicles simultaneously in various stages, just getting that all harmoniously working and being able to tell the people at the top, like, yep, 12 months from now, this is what's going to come out there, and hit those dates. And that's sort of where the planning poker has helped a lot. In the previous version was just like, yeah, we give the t-shirt sizes of like small, medium, large, extra large, and we just book those in, and the teams would always do their best to hit those dates. Sometimes they slipped, sometimes they were ahead, but yeah, just that management side.
So I don't have a timestamp for
but that's part
for
of the
this
role.
video.
But related to the actual ships themselves, I think for me,
they released the Mule without physicalized cargo. They released a bunch of ships, and I have a video on that. And they also said, like in the last video that you just saw, they said that they don't tend to start ships without having a plan to finish them. So without having game loops and features for those ships, they're not going to start ships. So they're not going to start something and like make it for a couple of months and then just like ditch it. And like I have a video, I'm not going to play it now because maybe I'm going to play it now, but I got to mute it because the music is copyrighted, and I don't want to get a copyright strike on the stream. But where is the video? Where the fuck is the video? Roadmap screw up. Yep. So that's basically what they said. That's the video that you just saw. And then after that, they have delayed. Like they started on May 25th, they started the Legionnaire, and then on November 9th, they stopped working on the Anvil Legionnaire. So they started working on it basically right after the fucking ship sale. So you would buy it, so you would think that it's gonna come along nicely and it's gonna be like released soon. Corsair is exploration, yes, that's not in the game either. So after that, they also delayed, let me see, nope, where is it? They also delayed the RSI Apollo and the Tumbrel Ranger, September 14th, and they started working on February 16th. But let's see, what other ship are they about to delay again?
we have a lot of ships in the game, and it's every time we bring a new one in, getting a real believable justification for it, because it's the first question you always ask me when we do the filming of why this ship, and we don't want to just make them just because they're cool looking ships. They need to have a role and purpose and not tread on another one's role, and all just work together nicely. Sure,
like most of the ships that you released in the past 3 or 4 years.
John has done enough ship segments for me at this point. I'm realizing that my mannerisms and habits are well known, like literally. He sits down and goes, "You ready? Yeah, you ready to get started? All right, start recording." Okay. Why?
Yep, the BMM
Why this ship?
is getting delayed.
Why not something else? Where's my jalopy? So from the most difficult part or the least favorite part, what's the best part about making spaceships? And
no, wait,
Henry, you gotta talk on it.
I'm not on the
right. I'm gonna make you go first.
Wait,
what?
Where the fuck is that? Let me just find the quote. I know that somebody posted it here. Oh.
Already knows about.
There we go. 49 minutes.
What is?
I thought it was 44.
Currently.
So
gonna do that next.
They said this in this what is it called? Star Citizen Live.
But now with the people that
completely
we have,
contradicting
it's
what they said
this,
fucking 2 months ago.
Let's do
let's talk about what's in the pipeline right now. Not any of the secret stuff, the stuff that's unannounced, but as far as the stuff that the community already knows about, what is currently actively in development?
I'm going to look at John very carefully.
Get the beeper ready.
Yeah, because I need to make, like, if I get the red eyes, I know I've done something wrong.
It's just the whole thing is just beep.
Yeah.
Do this or that.
So we'll start with, you kind of like led into it quite well there. The merchantman, that's like the big elephant in the room for me.
I didn't say this.
No, but it's,
casually mentioned
the
the
big expectation.
That's clearly on your mind.
It is on my mind. It's a very, very beautiful elephant, but it is very large. I think that's the one that, yes. That's the one for me that is got the most unknowns around it. We're still kind of actively working on it due to basically people chasing new adventures and just in slight priority changes. We've kind of got a skeleton team that are currently working on the exterior. The exterior is progressing along well.
Skeleton team of 2 people, by the way.
It's gone through most of its modelling. We're starting to do kind of material breakups and that sort of stuff, and really defining the overall exterior shape. But we do need to look at that and decide whether or not it's now is the right time for it with the current team we've got, or whether or not.
Excuse me, what? Didn't you just say, like, didn't they just say, like, you just watched it in the previous video, like, that was posted 2 months ago, that they do not tend to start making ships until they're certain that they're gonna finish them and fucking release them. So they teased us with the merchantman exterior a couple of times in the IACs and all that shit, and then they decide to postpone the BMM, or they are deciding if they should do that.
We focus on other ships. So it's still in progress at the moment. When it's going to actually come out is completely unknown at the moment.
We're at a sort of crossroads with it, where we've done a lot of, like, the interior is white box. The exterior is further along.
And the interior is still a white box. Amazing.
We continue down the path and we absorb that amount of time that this ship of that size is going to take, or we, production phrase, put a pin in it and move on to something else, which is going to be a better use of our time. So I can hear all the merchantman owners screaming now. But like, there is a big capital ship. Maybe there are smaller ships that would come sooner that add better value to the game.
It's got to be one of the most
The issue is that is a capital ship, and they should probably release some smaller ships. Sure, but why the fuck did you announce it? Why the fuck are you constantly teasing us with ships that you're not gonna finish? So why is this important right now? Currently, the Origin day is running, and you can buy most of the Origin ships, and you will see that. Where is it? You will see that you can buy the X1. You can buy the what's it called? Where is it? The G12. You can buy the 600i that like just got teased 2 days ago. That like it's getting a rework and all of that shit. And they are still trying to see where are they gonna put it in the like production schedule. And with this, with like you seeing what they're doing with the Banu Merchantman, why would you buy the G12 or the X1 or the 600i? Like, it completely, like, I'm completely speechless. Like, honestly, I really don't know what to tell you at this point. So there is one more video that I wanted to show you, and this was posted 5 months ago. And it all ties in with the Banu Merchantman and the Origin. Like, I think that the next day, like tomorrow or maybe in 2 days, it should be the Alien Week, and they're probably going to sell the alien ships, including the Banu Merchantman. And why would you buy it?
Okay.
Do the killer as well. Not going to say it's going to look wildly different.
Okay, it's somewhere around here.
Key art style that we want to keep.
Actually, I think this
we do want to do something.
Yeah, a
about
guy
the
posted
on the bridge. Sounds like only one question left.
There we go.
Why do some ships get prioritized over others? There are some ships we've been waiting for, like the currently being built Banu Merchantman, since 2013.
This is another thing to write a book on. There is no one answer that applies to every ship. It is a combination of the resources we have at the time. If you take, if I could click my fingers now, put the Polaris into production, that would take out a big chunk of the UK team for maybe 12, 18 months, which means we can't deliver a constant flow of other vehicles in patches. So you could go multiple patches without any vehicle release or any support for other features coming out. So we have to balance that across not just delivering vehicles, but supporting the other teams. The last few years, we've been trying to not push vehicles out without their gameplay. So things like the Crucible, we could make the Crucible now, but we don't really want it floating around without the repair gameplay to go alongside. So whilst I can control the production of the vehicle, I have to rely and work with other directors to get their side delivered at alongside it. And the problems that affect me of, hey, we've changed our minds for IAE, we want to do this instead, also affects them for other things, like the feature they're working on now might be delayed for another team, which delays the feature I need for this vehicle. So we chop and change a lot. And then also, if you have artists especially, hey, you're working on this big ship for 18 months. You don't want to put them on another big ship for 18 months afterwards. You want to break that and give them, hey, here's a nice little snub ship to do. So that's why you might see like a random ground vehicle come out from nowhere, because they are much quicker relatively to do and gives those people a nice like palette refresh of what they're doing. So yeah, we're not actively ignoring the older ships. A lot of them have gameplay consequences and gameplay requirements that I don't have an answer of when they will come online, so I can't plan developing those ships at that point.
All right, so that heart there was for my girlfriend that's currently watching. This is what they said fucking 5 months ago. And then now they're saying that they're going to delay the Mismanagement because, it's a capital ship. Do you guys even know what you're fucking doing? Honestly, do you know what you're doing? So I wanted to, before we hop into the game, if you guys, don't start the revolution without me. So if you guys want me to hop into the game and show you around the IAE show, sure. But I wanted to tell you which ships you should buy and which ships you should not buy. And how did I list this? Okay, so PTV buggy, no. I'm just gonna concentrate on the origin ships. This is in concept and it is currently not being worked on. They said during this live stream that they might be working on it, but I wouldn't trust them at all. Honestly, I just wouldn't trust them. What's it called? Where is it? G12? Nope. Not in production. Do not buy it. It's fucking bullshit. It's overpriced for a concept vehicle. Then you have the 300 series. It's not that good, honestly. It's just like a space BMW, but like, why would you want that? Just get a better ship. So don't get the 350R or the 300i or any of the 300 series. The 400i flies like shit, honestly, completely like shit. It is useless. It is one of the ships that got released without its fucking game loop because it's mainly an exploration ship and it can't explore shit because that is not a feature that is in the game. That is not a game loop. Therefore, it cannot fucking do it. Same with the Corsair. But the Corsair, at least the Corsair can transport a bunch of shit and you can use it for other shit. The 400i has 2 size 4 weapons and it doesn't do anything except like it looks nice and that's it. So do not buy it today. Please just don't. The 600i Touring, like they were saying about, they were talking during the IC about like a bunch of wasted space, etc., 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 and that like the 600i needs a rework. Sure, great. And then they like basically released the concept art for the 600i Touring, which is basically the same as it is right now. It is just a bit different. So it's a bunch of wasted space because it's luxurious. And luxurious, I guess it's a synonym for like wasted space. The 600i Explorer, on the other hand, is getting a really good update and is going to be useful at some point. But when is that point going to happen? Like, see, here's the issue. If they're postponing BMM or the band immersion ban, if they are postponing a bunch of ships like the Legionnaire, what did we say, the Tumbrel Ranger and the Apollo, I think the Apollo got fucking postponed for the third time now, or second, maybe even the fourth time. Like I don't know. This is gonna be a rework, and they have no idea where to like put it in the schedule. And why would you buy it now? I don't think that the price is gonna go up. If it goes up, that's gonna be some bullshit. And of course, I'm gonna call him out on that. And at that point, I think this channel will grow a bit more with the streams and everything. So yeah, but also don't spend your money. But if you're upgrading to something that is higher priced, it does have a warband price, which is like 100. I don't know, $30 lower. So you can buy it now and just wait for the ship that you want to CCU to. So it is a good thing for a CCU chain. But don't buy it to have it because you have no idea. Like, we have no idea when they're going to release the rework because they're not even fucking working on it. And in the IAC, you could have seen that, yeah, like, there is. Sorry, I just got completely. My stomach is fucking me up. So they know that the 600i is a big ship that they need to work on, and it's going to take them a lot of time. But they're like, during the IC, they didn't even show most of the concept art. They have the concept art for a couple of things. They do not have the concept art for like the whole ship and the whole interior. So like, do not buy it. This is already sold out, so whatever, don't fucking buy it. Even if it like comes online again, don't like. Why would you need the A90 jump for what? Like, it's an oversized 600i, and 600i is fucking useless in the game right now. So whatever. I'm surprised that the Kraken Warband is not sold yet, but yeah. Don't buy it because that ship is gonna be in the game maybe in 10 to 20 years. So yeah, those are my thoughts on what ships should you buy from Origin, and yeah, like the BMM thing got me so angry. I got it for the channel, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna CCU to something else from it once it gets released because I don't care about the BMM. But it got me so angry because they're constantly doing this during the whole fucking year. Like, the whole year, they are having contradictory statements that have, like, it looks like they have no idea what they're doing, honestly. Let me see the chat. Sorry, I just got carried away. The only Origin ship I care about is the 600i. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's going to be good with the rework at some point, maybe in a year, 2. Like, how can we know? That's pretty much your problem. Oh, that's pretty much the problem. The BMM has been tying up the money for a long time now. I mean, I have yet to find an old backer that does not have a BMM. Like, most of the people bought the BMM, and they wanted the BMM in the game a bunch of years ago, and they teased us, and again this year, again they were working on it. They showed us the exterior. It doesn't look like the concept, like not even close to the concept, but sure, it's gonna be useful for something, I guess. And then no, it's too big. It's gonna take us too long. So what the fuck were you doing? Why were you showing us the fucking ship if Where are they? Why the fuck were you showing us the fucking ship, and why were you showing us the clips of the interior and the exterior if you're not gonna fucking finish it? The answer is like Yeah, we want your money. That's it. That's the fucking answer, and that's it. So what do you think that's going to happen with the Liberator and the Odyssey and the Polaris and the Orion and all of the other ships? Got fucking pissed off. Let me see. The big ship selling is just too much of a gamble nowadays. There's too much writing on the wall to support these big ships anymore. Along with that, I feel like people are starting to realize that the big ships are incredibly not solo friendly. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. And if you bought big ships just for yourself so you can fly them around on your own in an empty fucking space can or a space apartment building, why would you do that? Like, then it means that you never understood what this game was supposed to be. What about patches with gameplays, not new JPEGs? I mean, we got a single patch this year, 3.17. Maybe we're going to get 3.18 in December, but probably not. Pretty much sounds like they're ignoring it. Yep, I got a 600i because Melt, CCU, and LTI, and because of the upgrade, I feel so dirty. Yeah, like the LTI, I don't know if the Warband comes with the LTI. I don't think so. But it is a really good Warband ship to use for the CCU chain. I use it for the Liberator because I want to have the Liberator because of the loaners. The only good thing about this game is the loaners. Like, you're going to get a bunch of loaners for big ships, and that's it. But, like, Jesus Christ, don't expect anything from them, honestly, because they're always going to do whatever they want to. 3.17 was released April 22. Yep, here we are in November. We're still in 3.17. Yeah, 3.16 was released. I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but I think it got released in fucking January or December of last year, or January of this year. So yeah, we basically got one patch, 1.5 patch. 400 plus for the 600i is too much for not knowing what the rework will completely end up being. Well, we know what it will be. You will get a medical bed. You will get like 2 storage spaces. You will get a bunch of things that you don't have right now, and it's going to be much more useful, but you do not know when that's going to happen. Like, until that happens, you're going to fly a fucking shitbox, basically. A shitbox that dies once the shields are down, that can't really fight, and that can't, like, carry any vehicles. You can only carry I think it can carry a rock, and that's it. And yeah, until then, you're going to be doing that, basically. Hey Grumpy, how has the event been so far? Worth checking out. I'm gonna check it out with you guys, and that's it. Like, I don't really care about the event. Let me actually start the game while I'm talking. My audio might start clipping a bit, or clicking actually a bit, but yeah. Hey Kristlin, they don't have the time to work on ships with all of Chris Roberts' Nigerian prince letters he needs to collect money from. Okay. I love how the Apollo keeps getting delayed even though medical gameplay is currently in the game. I mean, dude, like, this is not even... If this is gonna be the medical gameplay, then fuck this game, honestly. Beams, really? Beams and laying in the fucking... what's it called? In the beds, just and that's the medical gameplay. Sure. Great. I mean, the issue is, honestly, and like, to be completely honest, the issue is that we don't even fucking know, out of all the things that we already have in the game, which of the things are going to be tier 0? Which, like, is medical gameplay finished, or is it tier 0? Or are they gonna, like, release new features for that? Or maybe they're gonna completely change it, rework it, because a bunch of us are complaining about beams and all that shit. Probably not, but also maybe, right? So yeah. Let me just enter the universe. I didn't have the cursor. Let's make some money on medical Pisces and Apollo. Wait, well, like in the Apollo, you should be able to spawn in, right? And the medical Pisces is just gonna be like an ambulance, like the Cuddy Red. They're going to milk everything for as long as possible. Yep, backers are crying from 2015 to 2018. I mean, all of us are fucking crying and whining because of this shit, because of the shit that you just saw. Might trade my 600i back for store credit. Everyone bought it because it was a big ass capital ship for the price of the Connie. Hey Jack, you wanna hop into a call with me? We can play together. Oh, you don't wanna play Star Citizen, right? Never mind. But we can hop into the game together or into a call together and just talk. When the Caterpillar got parking sensors, it was all downhill from there. I don't understand that, because why are you talking about these parking sensors? From my understanding, the parking sensors were supposed to be something else, right? But yeah. Not sure if you mentioned it. Just hop onto the stream. The Expo is bugged. Can't rent ships. Can't even get into the back of the Corsair. Just fall through. That was a bug, like falling through the falling through the what's it called, the back of the Corsair, was a bug in the PTU. I think it got fixed, and also like renting ships was an issue on the first day. I think it got fixed because I managed to rent a bunch of ships on the last day stream. So yeah. The answer is Pyro, which is probably coming at the end of next year at the early. I mean, if you... maybe the end of the next year, yeah, and that's it. I want the Kraken, but Grumpy is right. It's not gonna come anytime soon. Yep. Yep. Oh, by the way, like, I don't know, an hour ago, I hopped into the game. I wanted to set my spawn here. And I had my cutter. And I was just flying to, I think this should be Tressler, at least. I think this is Tressler. And, yeah, it should be Tressler. And, yeah, I was just flying into the hangar. Oh, this guy is just having fun. And the cutter just disappeared. I just got booted out of the ship and the cutter disappeared. Have no idea why. And it was filled with, well, 4 SUs of cargo and some bodies in the back. And, yeah, the inventory system in the cutter was not working. I couldn't access its inventory, so that's why I had the bodies inside. I was just coming to Tressler to, like, drop all the loot and all that shit. And then the ship just fucking disappeared and I was stranded. And I ulted forward and started preparing myself for the stream, so yeah. But remember, they said no more tier 0. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Everything is tier 0. It'll be another 10 years before the game gets to 4.0. Honestly, they can call the next patch 4.0 because they're adding PS. Like, they can call this game whatever they want to. They can call it a pre-alpha, they can call it an alpha, they can call it a beta, they can call it a fucking Charlie. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, they can say that it's a 4.0, that they can say that it is not released, even though you can fucking play it right now. I don't know why people are constantly talking about, like, when is the game gonna get released? You can fucking play it. You can buy the ships, you can fly the ships, and you can play it, and therefore it is released. I should probably get one of the ships spawning.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I'm gonna get a cutter. Where's my cutter? Did it get stored here or did it just...
Welcome
oh.
to the ASOP vehicle
Yeah, it just fucking disappeared. Sure. Fucking amazing.
Your insurance claim has been
Oh,
sent.
no, I wanted to get the fucking cutter, dude. This is what happens when I stream and when I play the game for a couple of days. Also, my stomach is really hurting, but I'm getting really angry. Like, Like the more that I play, the angrier I get, basically. They also said no new ships without gameplay. Yes, and then they started working on the BMM, and then they realized, well, yeah, it's not going to have gameplay, and then, yeah. They also started working on the Legionnaire. They also started working on a bunch of shit, and then they stopped working on it because, yeah, we're not so sure about that. Hey, Moon. I wonder if 87 million is enough to fix the elevators. Dude, do you know, like, if the elevators were tier 0, I would be fine with that. Like, if they were added on the last patch, I would be fine with that. But what happened yesterday on my stream was just, like, fucking bullshit and annoying. I went through the ground 2 or 3 times, and, like, it's still happening, and it's been happening, like, since, I don't know, I get, like, 3.0, I guess. It's so fucking bad. One of these days, I need to add you in Star Citizen. Yeah. Yeah, we can play together. Hey, Moon. I don't know if I said hello. Stefan, hello. Will they reset Alpha USC for 318? Yeah. Yeah. So everything that you have in the game, like armor, ships, and all of that, that's going to be reset, and only the things that you have in the hangar are going to stay there. Or in the hangar or on the website. So yeah, like, you're gonna get reset. No ships are without gameplay if you can simply fly them. It's not released, it's in early access. Okay, Thor, please tell me, and I know that there's a delay on the stream, but please do tell me. I'm gonna have a conversation here with you. So, you're happy with the A90 jump being what it is, or the 600i being a huge fucking $890 buck. No, even more. I think that they changed the price. $950 ship that only flies, and therefore, for you, that is a gameplay loop, and they, like, it's finished. It has its like gameplay. What are you talking about? Also saying it's not released, it's in early access, is just like, what's the difference? What is the difference? That's just like corporate bullshit, honestly. Like that's just like language, corporate language that is there to like tell you, well, yeah, you can expect shit. Of course. Have you ever played an early access game? Have you ever played an alpha game? I was an alpha tester of a bunch of games, and this game is by far the buggiest mess that I ever played. And the issue is, I have played buggy-ass games, and they were alphas, and like every patch fixed something. Here, like the developers keep on adding on like they keep on adding bugs, and then like they fix those bugs, but like the fucking elevator, you still gotta fucking duck and weave so you don't get hit and killed by the elevator, basically. One of the things. You still get out of the ship and die immediately when you step on the ground. So you can't really say, well, it's not released, it's early access. No, it is released, you can play it. Early access is a release, basically. Whew. They call it early access nowadays, in today's terms. Moon. The circulators, yep. Less buggy than some AAA titles. Look, sure. But also, why, and like, tell me, and be fucking honest. Why are you comparing a shit game in a shit state to an even more shittier game in a shit state? Like, are you, and I know that you are not young, but also, are you that young that you don't remember when the games were released without major issues? most of the games and most of the programs are gonna have bugs. Most of the like software is gonna have bugs, right? Because a person made it and we are imperfect, and like they are gonna make an imperfect program. But also, where's my cutter? There we go.
Vehicle selected.
But also, why compare it to that? Why not compare it to something that fucking works?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Or like to things, to the games that worked back in the day. Like I remember that I played Knights of the Old Republic 2 for years, basically, because it was like replayable, and I don't remember any silly bugs that would just completely make you waste your progress and your time on nothing. That would just kill you and make you go back and like make you go do the same thing for like the next 25 minutes so you can get back where you were. He did the wrinkle face. Oh, the winky face. Oh. People are enjoying their... That's not how you spell there, but okay. A90s, that's not how you spell A90s as a plural. So it's suboptimal in terms of money-making still. Sure, it's suboptimal, okay. But at least they can interact with it. Dude, just for you, I'm gonna go, like, stay in the stream. I'm gonna go to the IAE Expo now, and we're gonna see the 890 and what you can interact with. Sith Lord, send me a friend request. Is that one of you guys?
You are clear to launch.
Honestly, this is the best ship that was added to the game in a while. Am I VTOL? Why is this just not stopping? Fucking stop. Thank you. It has like a sliding issue. Alright. Well, I'm not English either.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Or American, or British, or anything. I'm Serbian. The problem here is gross? I don't know. Mismanagement, 500 billion, no, 500 million in 10 years. So if it was 500 billion like that, there would be fucking... We would chase him down the streets for that. Where's the universe? Where's the stable foundation to build upon? No, they're still building the foundations, dude. Don't you know? They still need their foundations after 10 years. They still need somebody to tell them, hey, don't fucking tease us with the merchant man and tell us that you're gonna, like, the progress is there and that you're fucking working on it, just so you can take it off the fucking progress tracker and the roadmap. Also, I have most of my keybinds set up now, so that should be easy enough.
Please proceed to assign
Thank
landing
you.
bay.
Are you guys hearing the game and my voice normally? Does something, like, do I need to change anything? It would be awesome if I would actually see the marker. Please, game, marker. Oh, there we go. What is this in front of me? It's the A90 jump, but of course. But of course. I'm not even gonna rent it. There's gonna, like, a bunch of A90 jumps used to crash the servers. So I'm not gonna, oh my god. Okay, wait. I'm gonna try not to crash the servers. I'm just gonna go inside of it.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Different. What? What happened to the chat while I was landing? What the fuck? Wait, what are you guys talking about? A90 tour. Woot! Yeah. We just use the A90 jump as a poly sponge target practice. Dude, like, if you're gonna spend 950 bucks just to have a carrier so you can have a bunch of Tumbrel Novas on top of it and attack Olisar, then what are you doing with your life? Just, like, give them money to the charity or something. Like, Jesus Christ, honestly. Kadra's interior is so nicely done. Yes. And also, by the way, I'm not angry, but also, why would you spend that much money on a ship that doesn't really work in the game? Like, it can fly. It can respawn you, and that's it. It's the same with the Carrack, though. There's no difference. And if that guy, if Thor is still in the chat, that would be amazing, because, yeah, I'm gonna... We're gonna check how many rooms are actually used for something in the A90 jump, so we can get like an estimate of a percentage of how much of it is actually used in the game and interactable. They have a game that earns 2 billion. Stop crying about the 500 million. There are smartphone games making 2 billion in just 2 years. I mean, yeah, but also, you're saying that we should stop crying about things that we paid for, that they said that they're gonna give us, and they are constantly delaying. Do you understand that, like, if you want to build yourself a house, you're gonna hire somebody to build that fucking house, and then you give him money? What's happening to the... What the fuck? Okay, reset. So, you want to build a house, right? And you give a guy... This is all fucking wrong. What? Okay. You want to build a house, you give a guy some money to build, like 50,000, it doesn't matter, 80,000, 100k to build a house. He takes the money and he tells you, okay, sure, in 6 to 12 months, maybe 18. Okay. Then, after 2 years, you start asking, what the fuck happened to my house? And he's like, well, see, look, I have invested your money into an apartment complex. Now, I am going to build you a house, but not just yet. Because with that money that I got with the fucking apartment complex, I'm gonna build another apartment or maybe a business district, and then I'm gonna build you your house. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I wanted my house or my ship, and now you're like using that money to build a fucking Squadron 42. I bought a ship in Star Citizen, 4-star Citizen, but you're building a completely other game. You're wasting resources and fucking money on that. And then you're saying that you're gonna give us that, but actually, a few months later, you decide not to. Because, yeah, there's no point. Well, fuck you then. Honestly, fuck you. Are we? No. I just don't want to miss the station. You just rented the A90 jump. Yeah. Sound levels are good. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Nearing next stop.
Some smartphone games make 2 billion, but they are playable. I'm reading old chat, by the way. It's not that like we're not in sync. It's like 40 seconds delay or something like that. What equipment do I use? I have the OBS. I have a 3090 and a Ryzen 9 5900X. I don't know if I said it right, but yeah, I have that. It's elevators tier 0. It's amazing that I can stream in 4K 60k, 60 frames, but I can't premiere. Oh, there's 2 holes running right now. Is Drake still on? Hey, Zonar. By the way, guys, I said at the start, this is gonna be a short one. I'm just gonna do a tour. I wanted to show you the video at the start. You can watch the VOD later. Is this just Drake? What is this? I have a severe stomachache and I can barely, like, think right now. And not start thinking about going to the toilet. So, I just wanted to show you this. And I wanted to show Thor how much of an unused piece of shit ship the A90 is. Okay, so this is Drake. Okay. This says Sandra has 2 size 3s. Yes. From what you're reading, it's 2 size mediums. No. Don't read anything on the fucking website, because the website is always wrong. If you read for the Corsair, you have the specs for the Corsair on the website, and they say that it has 2 size 2s, which is not right. It has a single size 3. For the Connie, they say it has 2 size 2s. It has a single size 3. What speed internet? Well, I have 400 megabits upload. Or no, download, and upload is like 250, something like that. I hope I'm enjoying my cutter. Yeah, I'm loving the cutter. But I'm not loving the game because the game is buggy as hell. So look at this piece of shit ship. Dude, this piece of ship. Look at how big it is. For what fucking reason? I just heard something in the background. Yeah, the entrance is at the back, if it works. And hopefully this is gonna work. Oh, okay, nice, works. So let's start at the bottom. And if Thor... Oh, Thor is still here. So A90 is a... he just said that the A90 is a luxury touring ship org party boat. You put people on it and away you go. For RP or when... for roleplay or when NPCs come into play. Do you understand what you just said? Because you just said that it has its own gameplay. And you just said that the NPCs need to come into play, that the transport missions need to come into play for this ship to be viable, to this ship to be a good ship that can earn you any money. A90 is a piece of art. No. No. Look, as an artist, I can tell you this. This is a thing. This is a fucking product that has been sold to you. And you bought it. If you want a piece of art, If you're talking about paintings, there's a single painting that is that only single painting, right? If you want a piece of art, you go to a concert. You can't call a CD, as a musician, I'm telling you this, you can't call a CD a piece of art. Because yes, a lot of time, a lot of money, and etc., and artistry was used to make that CD, but also that's just a product that you sell. The venue itself, like the concert itself, my dog is being weird, that is art in music. So this thing is nothing else than just a product. And every one of the 890 jumps are the same. So this whole section is unused and is useless. Is this gonna work? Oh, this is the elevator. Okay, let's check the other side. So this section is unused. This is the cargo hold, which holds 100 SUs of cargo. If you put a Holly in the hangar. This whole thing is also unused space. This whole thing also, you can say that it's unused, but yeah, you can store some vehicles here, and it's good for that. This is apparently a gravity generator. Does not work. And you were saying, this is life support, does not work. You were saying that you can interact with it. There's a lot of things to interact with in the 890. So let's see what other things you can interact with. You can interact with that. Let me see, this is the elevator. You can interact with the elevator, but don't do that during a quantum jump because you'll die. This whole room, the second bridge, what for? What is it for? Does it work? Not really, because you don't have cameras. The only thing that you can do is access the exterior turrets here. But how the fuck are you gonna pilot the ship from here? You're not. The only thing that you can do is press F4 and be in the outside view. But at some point, yes, we will get like external cameras, and you will be able to use this bridge. So sure, but one of the unused well, I mean, you can say that you can interact with this room here, and you can. So this is going to be a 50% used room, I guess. This whole section here, unused. Empty space. This whole section here, empty space. Do I need to say that like this whole section here is also like unused space? Because where are the NPCs? Where are the text emissions? More unused space. More unused space. Showering, pooping mechanics, not in the game yet. They will be at some point. More unused space. Oof. The most unused space in the ship. Oh no, it's not the most. There's gonna be more. $950 for this. Basketball. I don't know if you still die if you go there. I don't wanna do that. Underutilized space. Yeah. More wasted space. Non-interactable space. Like you can sit there and that's it. This is useful for respawning. Yes. Used space. Nice. Working. Let me see here. Oh, this is the gun red. Sure. So let's go upstairs. Let's see how much more unused space they have. $950 empty shoebox. And that's what I'm saying. Exactly, dude. Laser gun, laser guy dead. Spam pool. You can run through the through the ship naked without anyone noticing. I mean, you can run through the fucking space stations naked because nobody's gonna notice because nobody's gonna like everybody's doing that. Yeah, so much gameplay here. Very nice. Very much gameplay. Very nice. Great. Gameplay. Amazing. Gameplay. Sure. Interactable. You can pick everything up. Look at the fucking 8K flip-flops. Look at the textures on this, dude. Can't interact with them. Okay, elevators. Oh, the sauna. The sauna where you chill with your friends while you're making business deals. No, the sauna when you're like buying a ship for fucking $950 just to, I don't know, show everyone that you have a small deck, basically. Unused space. Jacuzzi, unused space. More of it. Now, the argument, it's just not for you. Do you know how many times I've heard that since I made the channel? Or I saw that, because people keep on writing that. The game is just not for you. Uninstall, stop playing, let's agree to disagree. Let's just agree on that if people keep buying the art piece product, it's worth it. Well, dude, people are gonna buy. People have been buying fucking flamethrowers from Tesla. People have been buying acids and fucking what is it? Windex to like get rid of COVID. Like people will buy and keep on buying shit like because people are people, right? And does that mean that this whole thing is right? No. This ship as a gameplay loop, and I'm talking about the mission, the boarding mission that you have, is a nice thing. I completely understand that this ship is in the game. This is the thing. I don't fucking care about this being in the game. Honestly. This is more unused space. Fucking chest, right? Even the MSR has that like shitty chest. The A90 doesn't. Wow. So much art, so much... It's so luxurious. My reflections are so fucking luxurious. So I don't care if this ship is in the game. Honestly. More unused space, by the way. But they were teasing the fucking ban on merchantmen again. And then they're deciding if they should keep it in the pipeline or not. More unused space. Yes, the docking collar works, but this shit does not. The whole ship is basically unused space. The corridors, everything. So the reason why I'm angry, and you need to understand this, is because we all knew that the BMM is gonna be basically the 890 jump again. But it will carry around 3,000 SUs of cargo. And that's why people wanted it. But then CEG decided not to give us the BMM. Or they really didn't decide, but they're still deciding. More unused space. Now, why is that a problem? Why would you sell the ship? Why would you make the ship if you know that it's gonna be filled with unused spaces like the A90 jump is? The bar. Like, the only time this bar saw more than like 20 people inside of it was when Morphologist made that video, and that's it. Nothing is interactable. Like, you have a fridge in the Redeemer. You can get, like, drinks from there. This whole shit, nope. Nothing. But other people, I don't care, that's fine, but other people do. Exactly, Space Dreamer. It's about being exemplary of the mismanagement of the project. That's the point. Exactly. Dude, there is a market for the girl on fucking OnlyFans that's like, okay, so he said, Mr. Thor said, you sell and make the ship because there is a market for it to make money, of course. There is a girl on OnlyFans that is selling her farts in a jar. There's a market for it. Like, that argument, I don't get it. Honestly, I do not get it. But sure. So, more unused space. And the rear is also unused space. So, as we've seen, ladies and gentlemen, 95% of this ship, and I'm being generous when I'm saying 95%, is unused space. Does it look nice? Sure. It took him a lot of time to make this. I get it. I'm not hating on it because it's luxurious, even though I don't get that in a space game. But I am hating on it because it's in the game and it does nothing. And it does nothing because the developers did not put enough effort into making fucking game loops for this ship. And still, people fucking bought it on the web store today in like 30 minutes. Sold out immediately. $950 fucking dollars. Yesterday, CAG made 1.8 million on day one of IAE. And this is the 5% of the ship that's used. Also, the ball, this thing has been clipping and like being visible through the ship for at least 3 years. And yeah, this is the only thing on the ship that you can use. So should you buy it? Fuck no. Like, you can interact with this. This is like weapon storage or whatever. But you can only open and close it. How are the VIPs going to get in? Well, probably through the docking collars, because you're going to take them. You're going to take the tax emissions on the, what's it called? On the space stations, maybe. It's just a prestige buy. I have more money than you. That's exactly what it is, dude. Like, listen. There is, if you do not know, there is a yacht, like an 890 yacht club in Star Citizen. It's an actual org, I think, and they have, this thing just disappears, sure, amazing. Oh. Yes, elevators. It's so hard making elevators in the game. So, I've heard a couple of patches ago that they were on my server and they were making like a ship meetup, and it was like all 890 jumps on the server, and they all went to, I don't know, Microtech or whatever, and they met up there. But I was close, and I had an 890 jump that I bought in the game, like with the in-game currency, and I went there. And what do you think happened when I got there? Hey, Ken. When I got there, they told me to fuck off. And they were super, super angry that I came there with a ship that I bought in the game. And I'm not fucking making this up. This actually happened. So yes, they are buying the A90 jump just to, like, I don't know, compensate for their small decks and show that they have more money than you, basically. I don't want to rent it, I want to get in. Is this the Explorer? Oh, this is the Touring. Jesus Christ, the Touring. Like, if those guys that had A90 jumps that spent that much money, that's basically $1,000. Even the concept price, and when it got released, it was like $90, because that was a joke. If they said something on Spectrum, if they fucking asked for their game loop, they will get it. But that's not why they bought the fucking ship. Where's the exploration variant? Dude, Ken, I was not angry. I was like, are you guys serious? And then I came there with a fucking Eclipse and destroyed them all. Honestly. I don't care. If you're gonna be assholes in a game because you have invested $950 into a ship that's as useless as the fucking A90 jump, then yes, I'm gonna torp you. And if you're being a dick towards me, because I just wanted to... Honestly, I know that I don't belong there. But I wanted to blend in and just hear them and like hear them out and see what they're talking about and how the ship meetup goes and how it works and like what are they doing for like 3 hours in the same spot and look at it, the same fucking model copy pasted right next to each other like 10, 50 or how many times, because it's the same A90 jump everywhere. 400i as useless as the A90 jump. The rest of them, the 300 series, are better, but still there are better ships than that. What you have heard and experienced is that this Star Citizen community is so welcoming and helpful. Yes, they are helpful, or we are helpful and welcoming, and we do try, but also there are some pricks. But also, some people are, like, they're also helpful, but also they are pricks, if that makes sense. Like, they're gonna be helpful and awesome towards new players, but towards like older players, they're gonna be dicks. For example, griefers, and I know a bunch of them, and I know that griefers will help you out, but also they will grieve the shit out of you because they're bored, and then they're gonna like call you out and whatever. You can't go there. Where the fuck is the Origin 600i exploration? Can anybody tell me in the chat, please? Wait, the 600i is not in the Expo? Why? The Explorer? Why? Right, I'm gonna spawn one then, but Jesus Christ. I just got one for the CCU. For the CCU chain, because I if you want to, you can rewind the stream. I was talking about CCU chaining and why the current 600i Warbond is good for the CCU chain. If you want to get some, like, for example, I wanted to get the Liberator, and I have saved some money, I forgot how much, on the Warbond Caterpillar, and from there I have upgraded to the 600i, which is also Warbond, and I've saved even more money. There is a video, like, last week I have posted, last Sunday I have posted a video on how to do CCU chaining and how to save a bit of money when you're, like, buying ships. First of all, try not to buy ships. But if you're doing that, like, there's a video and you can see how to do it. This whole ship is just like a flying, it's basically a Gladius with 3 size 5 guns, but much larger with larger shields, and that's it. The rest of it is just like whatever. Like, this thing is basically the cutter, but the cutter is better. Oh, dude, the Liberator is not going to be in the game anytime soon, but what I'm going to get is the, what's it called, the ship the loaners, and those are good. Like you get a M2. So I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna say cargo hauling, even though like that's not gonna happen. But yeah. Wait, we have something is happening in my Discord. The link is down in the description. You can see a bunch of leaks there. You can stay in touch with me, etc., etc. It's a really good Discord, and the community is fucking amazing. So the community Discord is down in the description of the video, and I implore you to join it, because yeah, you can learn a ton of stuff there, and you can keep yourself informed. And everybody's welcome. Like all the different opinions are of course welcome. White Knights tend to join and then leave because they see that like there's no point in arguing without having actual arguments. But other than that, everybody who's normal, who wants this game to succeed, who wants this game to be good, is I forgot what I was saying mid fucking sentence. Is free to join. You can join if you want to. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I fucking forgot. You really love the cutter. It was worth it. It was worth. Like it's a really good ship, right? I was trying to get CCU for it, and it won't appear unless I'm going from a ship I already own. That's of course is nowhere in the price of the 600i. Yeah. You want a Libby yourself, have a Genesis, and you might CCU. Yeah, the Genesis is not going to be released soon, so... I mean, the Liberator is also not going to get released soon, so I don't know, dude. At least with the Liberator, you get some, like, good loaners, and that's it. Right, we're going to spawn the exploration version of this piece of shit, and we're going to fly it a bit, and that's it. I'm going to talk about the, like... what's going to change inside of it, and what should change more, and what they should do to make it even more betterer. Is this guy working? Can I buy some water? Because I'm gonna fucking... Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, everybody drinks water like this. Sure. Give me a second. Let me drink my water too. Because that's normal, right? Anyway, you don't say anyone in my Discord. Oh, a bunch of you joined. Hey guys, I'm streaming, so I can't really wave to say hi, but hello. I can see a bunch of people in my Discord. I don't know what you're talking about, Atlas. Do you think that the Vulture would fit in the C2? No. But also, I have one more thing. That, like, I'm really against fitting ships into ships unless that, like, unless it's a real hangar, like in the A90 Jump or the, what's it called, the Carrack. Because you're wasting your time. You're doing so much work to get ships into ships. First of all, that's not going to work with the C2. The Vulture is too big. Secondly, even if you do it with, let's say, I don't know, the Razor, you can't really use the C2 as a carrier, because the point of the carrier, of having a carrier, is to... Where am I going? I guess I'm going to the Commons, and the next stop should be the space station. But the point of having a carrier is to have your ships go out of it like fast and immediately. But Oh my god, decisions that, oh no, I'm just gonna stay here. So, if you do not have that option, if you can't leave the hangar that fast, there's no point in having the carrier, right? We have had, I don't know, 10, I'm lying, maybe 6 Argo cargos in the C2. It was fun, but it took us, I don't know how many, like, maybe half an hour to get them all in, stacked. And then, like, 15 minutes to get them out. Then we had, I have a video on that, I'm gonna say 15 to 20 Argo cargos inside the E90 jump. That was fun. Useless. Very useless. But, yeah. I don't think they want a finished product anymore. They found an amazing business model that requires little to no effort to get money. Why change it? That is true. Like, that argument is strong with the Force, honestly. Like, I don't know. A bunch of times I was trying to find a counter argument, but I just can't, honestly. Don't blow up, but for its size, I think the cutter has too much wasted space. Yeah, that was a fun one. Is having an alt account worth it? Well, yes and no. First of all, if you're gonna have an alt account, you gotta have a reason for that, right? So sometimes it's good if you're gonna. There are a bunch of exploits, and you can use your alt account to send your money there, so you can reset your character and then send more money, etc., etc. I'm not gonna talk about exploits and how they work because I'm gonna say that I do not know about any of them. But for that, yes, but also that's like, why would you do that, honestly? If you want to do like a 0 to hero type of a thing, then sure, having an alt account with like a Drake cutter or something is really good. I have an alt account. I have a single alt account, and that's with a Pisces on it because I love the Pisces. And I was doing for myself. I was playing like 0 to hero type of a thing. And that was nice. But other than that, you don't really need them. Unless you get bans from Spectrum for like 10, 20 years, and then like, yeah, you can make an alt account so you can post on Spectrum, and that's it. You criticize the game because you love the game and you want CR to succeed. Dude, I want Star Citizen to succeed. Chris Roberts has already succeeded, honestly. Can of soda was stuck in my hand. Couldn't use Mombi glass or anything. Yeah, that's a known issue. That's been there for like 3 years. That's nothing new. But if yet, for you too, Gamer1. Also, as I've said in the yesterday's stream, please talk to me in English because I do not speak Russian.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered.
Yeah, actually, you can use the alt accounts to like, people have been making alt accounts just to get the referral bonuses. You get like, whenever there's a free flight, like right now, you will get a referral bonus sometimes. Like if somebody buys a ship, at that point, you will get a referral bonus. Where is my ship? Hangar 7. Last free fly, I got a Dragonfly. No, I got a Hover Quad. The one before that, it was a Dragonfly. So, yeah. People have been doing that, but I don't know. I'm not sure that I really like that. I mean, you do you. That's it. I have an alt account I use on my laptop with voice attack to control ship systems. Yeah, voice attack is cool, but also you can set up macros which in the long run are gonna affect the game a lot, and hopefully they're not gonna give us Hopefully, they will develop a system where you can speak to your ship. So, like, people, because there is a bunch of people that are using voice attack. I completely forgot how to get inside of this ship. Is it here? It's here, right? Yeah. And for those people, they will still want that and need that, but also using macros in a competitive game such as Star Citizen, because it is competitive to a degree, of course. That's just a bad idea, and that should change at some point. Yeah, Atlas, I understood. I know, I understand Russian that much, but I don't want to like have a chat that's gonna be like multilingual. So I need to like think in German, fucking Russian, and French at the same time, and also speak in English, and then my girlfriend calls me, and then I talk in Serbian, so yeah. I don't know much, but I do know a bit of Russian and German and French and all that. So basically, all of this is gonna change with the rework. I don't know if you saw the video, but this whole section is going to be changed. The sleeping quarters and everything is going to be changed. They have no concept design to show us how this is gonna look like, but apparently it's gonna be changed. This whole section is gonna be much larger. Like, seriously, why is the elevator like this fucking big compared to any other like the A90 jump or any other ship with like mechanisms like this? This is by far the biggest one. Looks nice, of course, but the only thing that you can fit here is basically the Kraken rock, and that's it. But you don't want to have a 600i and go rock mining, right? You want to do something else. So this whole thing is going to change, and they are going to give us enough room to have a Tumbrel Nova tonk inside of it. Therefore, it means that you will be able to have the ballista, for example, inside of it. So it's going to really be really good. Yeah, Fulgura, so the game is basically has not changed in a year because we got one patch for the whole year. The unfortunate thing that they said is that this whole section is not going to change at all. And honestly, to me, this looks like shit. I never liked this. I understand that you want to have windows. Do I? Oh, I still have my can here. So drop. Fuck it. I understand that you want to have windows in your room, but also why is not the bed like here somewhere? And you as a captain, you should be facing here, and then there's like, I don't know how to describe this. So imagine having a bed here somehow, and it being closed up, and then you as a captain, you're gonna be, I don't know, turned towards your crew once they get in, so you can command them, just like in the Hammerhead, for example, or in Battlestar Galactica. If you ever watched it, you can, if you remember the Commander Adama's living room and bedroom and all that, it was basically like that. He was turned towards his crew when they got in, and then just like a separate room for, I don't know, whatever. Or maybe just like separate this from this and put the table here so you can greet the crew when they get in. Oh. The toilet. Amazing. So yeah, let's go upstairs. Elevators was made for the G12. Yeah, but it doesn't need to be like the beams on the side don't need to be that thick. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is just thin. Oh, the ball of clip of clipping through. So this whole section is going to change. This whole section is going to be the armory. And you're going to have some tables here. You're going to have your gun racks on the side, and etc., etc. I think on the lower section somewhere, maybe, I'm not sure, there should be, or maybe even here. I am unsure. Honestly, I'm unsure. We can watch the video, but there's gonna be a medical bay, and just like on the other side of the medical bay, there's gonna be a storage facility for your food and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be good. And this whole unused piece of shit space is gonna change. Like, what is this? Honestly, what is this? This is the stupidest design. Like, even from like an interior artist perspective, this is just like, what? Why? Why is this like that? What is the purpose of this? But sure, yeah. So yeah, that's it. And I think that the minibar, yeah, instead of the minibar and all of this shit, there's gonna be the medical facility. Yeah, all of this here is gonna be the storage in the medical facility, and everything is going to change. Like, you're not gonna have all this shit, because why would you? As an explorer, you don't really need a pool table, a minibar, a fucking, like, this thing here. Why do you, like, why did they make that? It's basically taken from a yacht, but also it's inside, and that you can't even fucking go over it. That whole thing is just like the stupidest thing in this 600i, honestly. Maybe in like all of the ships that were ever made. And then you have this like seating here where you can't even fucking sit. So one more like useless ship that just like is basically an oversized Gladius. So yeah, I have maybe 10 more minutes in me. My stomach is like raging. I gotta go to the toilet. So before we end the stream, tell me what you want me to do. By then, I'm gonna respond to your love letters. For me, joining in July, I slowly learned what I thought was part of the game. Many long-time backers waited years for it to be in the game. Yeah. And they look at you like you take it for granted. That's the issue. Like, oh, look at him. He's so like entitled. He came here when we had the inventory system. That's the stupidest fucking thing ever. It's sad. I realized that when you take a long break from Star Citizen, let me just give you a better thing to look at, I guess. There we go. Oh no. Oh no, how do you do? I had my, nope. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. The bed still clip you in the roof. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you something that's really funny. What the fuck is happening? Let me show you something that is really, really funny. In a 600i. No, actually, wait, where the fuck is the... Something is happening. Something weird is happening to my PC right now. You wanna open? Thank you. I'm trying to find the bedroom. Yeah, there we go. So the bedroom, like, watch this now. It should be working also. Let me just take off my helmet. Do you see anything wrong here? You're gonna see it with my like with the helmet off. Also, this is not me. Like, what the fuck is happening? You see anything wrong here? I mean, this is the weirdest bug that I found, honestly. It's the stupidest fucking bug that I found. It's not really, like, important to fix it, but why is this happening? I have no idea. No, I don't need to get fed, Ken. I'm just I have stomach aches, aches. My stomach fucking hurts, and like I gotta go to the bathroom. It's like so bad. The past few days it was getting better and better, and today it's too cold in my apartment, and I'm just like constantly fucking cold. The rework sounds great. Yeah, that's the issue. But watch the start of the video because of this stream, because they said that they have no idea when they're gonna do the rework. Medical bay on the 600 series. Yeah, there's gonna be a medical bay on the 600 series, and it's basically gonna be the smallest. This fucking face. The smallest ship with the medical bay inside of it. If you do not count the Apollo, because you shouldn't count the Apollo because it's not in the game and it's been delayed like I don't know how many times. You thought that they already implemented the rework? No, it's not in the game yet. Like they, in the last IAC, they said that they need to find a way how to schedule it and where to like put it into their schedule. Yes, Matt, at the start of the video, I was ranting because they shelved the BMM. Well, they were thinking about that, which means that they will do it. $600 touring will get a spa and a pool. Great. Why? Thank you, Ken. Yeah, it's gonna get a tier 2 medical bed, which is basically the same as the Carrack. So you can call this ship a Carrack killer again, I guess. Because it's going to be basically the same as the Carrack, because the Carrack does not have the modularity, it does not have the drones, it does not have the exploration, it doesn't have, like, I'm probably going to miss something, but yeah, it doesn't have a bunch of shit, and it's basically the same as this ship is. Except this ship actually has, like, pilot-controlled weapons, and that's it. February 2024 is your prediction for the 600i release. Maybe. Yeah, you shouldn't apply your 600i CCU until the rework is out, unless you got the CCU to get something else, because the Warbound price is pretty cheap, so yeah. You can fix their problem, so focusing on... Yeah, and that's what I've been saying for like a year and a half now, like since I have the channel. They keep on focusing on Squadron 42. We as backers, we have no idea when Squadron 42 is going to get released. We have no idea if they're even fucking close. Judging by the state of Star Citizen, they're not close. Judging by like the things that they're doing right now for Squadron 42, they're not close. And like the only thing that we can see is the monthly report, and that's great. But also, we can't know how much is left for the game to get released. They sold a ton of BMMs, now is the time for shilling other ships. Yeah, hence the 400i rework. Also, they're reworking the Starfarer, the first bigger ship that they had in the game. That looks like shit. Like the exterior is fine, honestly, I like it. But the interior is just like confusing and really, really badly done. At least you have a way to shoot unlike the Carrack. I do not understand that. Also, the Carrack is going to get a rework. I don't know if you know that. Atlas, I mean, this game will never be released, but it's also already released. Like you're watching me stream it right now. So yeah. More money, less transparency. GG. Exactly. We have new funding stats. We can go to Let me see if that's it. No, this is the funding stats for this year until what is it? Fucking October. So without November, we can calculate November in a second. RSI funding. There we go. So I know that yesterday they made like 1.7 mil. So if you add it to that number, yeah, they're gonna go like above 100 mil this year, no problem. With the medical Pisces, with the Corsair, with the Krakens, with the 890 jumps and all that shit, no problem. This thing is gonna go even higher tomorrow. Like we're gonna see the 17th, we're gonna see the 18th, and then yeah. Did I go to the bathroom yet? No, I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna go and shit my brains out, honestly. But thank you for asking. Mega 54321. Yes. So he asked if I think that CAG will keep releasing new ships forever. Yes. I know that for a fact because they said that after the game goes into a full release state, they will still be developing new ships. They will not sell the old ships, but they will only sell the new ships as like concepts until they get released. So yeah, that's their like main funding goal, and that's how it's gonna be after the game gets released. Ship ideas got to run out at some point. No, I can like give you a ton of new ship ideas without an issue, like ships that we don't have right now, even the starter ships. For example, we don't have a salvage starter ship. We don't have a mining starter ship. We have a prospector, but it's $150, $155. So if you want to make more money, you can make a starter ship that's going to be just a mining ship, which is going to be, I don't know, $45 to $60, but it can only mine 12 SUs, for example. Keep reworking ships instead of actually building the ones that people already purchased. Exactly, but also, you know what? Let me, how can I do this? I want to add the chat to the fucking stream, but I do not know how to. Somebody needs to tell me how to do that. Honestly. Add browser. Like I had this, but yeah, this is just like a monkey symbol and it does not work. So let me try like this. Hey, I'm just gonna use it here. Why the fuck not? Right? Honestly, it can go. No, it can only be here because this is my screen. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So, yeah, they keep on reworking ships instead of working on new ships that people have bought or old concept ships. But also, the issue is that they keep on reworking gameplay loops and gameplay mechanics instead of working on the gameplay, on new gameplay mechanics for this game. So, yeah. Let me just play some music for you. They let us slip. They work on 5 ships a year. They sell 7 new ships a year. Do the math, no end. Yeah. Like, I have a video of me screaming at the fucking screen, or the camera, basically. Because we have 24, if I remember correctly, 24 unreleased concept capital ships. First of which was announced in like 2012. And I know for a fact that there are some people that pledged back in 2012 for the $3,000 Javelin, and they died. Without a Javelin. Purchased the cutter. That was a mistake. As soon as I found out that the ban on merchantman asked for a refund. I mean, the cutter is useful in the game, at least. That's it. I think of this game more as a collector of 3D models. Compared to any other game, gameplay is very slim and repetitive. The most fun is emergent gameplay, not something CAG does. But Atlas, can you please... yeah, I'm on OBS, but I just don't know how to set up the chat because I'm not a streamer. Like, this is my 4th time streaming. Could you tell me, Atlas, what is emergent gameplay for you? I'm asking because a bunch of people think that, like, it's something else. Like, is that, like, sandbox? But because, like, I'm asking because for a sandbox experience, you have to have sand in a box. Currently, we have box, no sand. They advertised the G12 origin concept since like 2015, as far as I can remember, but instead of making something people paid for them to make, they make a hover quad or the mule or the cutter or any of the ships that they released this year, for example, or any other year. Like, is it that hard to make the G12? Honestly, it's an Ursa Rover-sized vehicle. A land vehicle. It can't be that hard. How can they nerf the cutter? Why would they nerf the cutter? Cutter will be fun until they nerf it. Like, there's nothing to nerf. It's like nerfed already. Emergent gameplay. 15 of you on your A90s to meet on a reset day. I mean, if that's emergent gameplay, sure. That's box. That's exactly what I was saying. Also, if you didn't know, you can call your friends and you can play other games. Like, for example, my org and I had the best, and I'm gonna, like, I gotta switch the camera for this. My org and I had the best experience, my Star Citizen org, and I had the best experience outside of the game. Just talking and playing Uno. Or seeing each other with our cameras face to face, basically. It's better than the A90 jump. Honestly. To be honest, they delayed the BMM was not good, but the fact in the same discussion they said that they're working on the Galaxy. Yeah, see, like, that's the fucking issue. No, I gotta fucking stop the. So yeah, they're working on the fucking Galaxy, but they're delaying the BMM. No, John Crew and all of you in the in CG, just like, fuck you. Honestly, fuck you for, like, stop lying. Jesus Christ. That's the same way how they fucking sold the BMM. That's the same way how they sold the fucking Odyssey. They were working on it. They showed us the fucking, what's it called? The gray box phase of the Odyssey. Let me find you the video. Let me find you the video. They showcased the fucking Crucible, I don't know how many years ago. You can see the gray box, and that's it. They're working on it.
Its debut, not.
And then suddenly they're not working on it. And then suddenly, well, we're going to work on another fucking ship, a huge ass ship, a modular ship, a capital ship. But we can't really work on capital ships, and that's why we're ditching the BMM. But yeah, we're going to work on the Galaxy. Fuck off. Fuck off. That's the sales pitch. Honestly, that is the sales pitch from a dirty fucking car salesman that wants you to get a shitty car that's gonna break up immediately when you leave the what's it called, the whatever, the shop. Where's the Galaxy? Not the Galaxy, the Odyssey. Where is it?
It's a generic hanger.
This is 11 months ago. Yay, we have the gray box phase. It's fucking amazing. It's so good. It's so nice. It's so... This is gonna be something, and this is gonna be something great. Fucking amazing. Woo! Yay! Concept. Yay! We're working on it. Fuck off. They're not working on it. I got a bit angry, sorry. They haven't given us the Rangers yet. I thought the pack years ago. You bought the okay. And still waiting on the back. I know. You could play Uno on an A90 jump. How the fuck can you play Uno? Like, you can't even fucking play the chess inside the MSR, honestly. Totally absurd that they would shelve the BMM after all these updates and all this hype. Well, it's not absurd. They made the money, and they saw the money dipping down, and they were like, yeah, we're good. We can give them the Galaxy now, and we're going to make the money on the Galaxy. And then next year, we're going to figure something else out. Because last year, it was this. It was the fucking Odyssey. Year, like, prior to that, what was it? Liberator? Or maybe it was the same year. I forgot. Yeah. Here we go. That's the grumpy I want to see. Dude, I got fucking angry. Marketing is defining their development. I cannot change your mind. No, because, yeah, it is like that. Not intending to trigger you, but it's so bad that they have no shame when they do it. I know. I know.
Before you with a solemn heart, shorn of secrets, naked before the eyes of gods and men, to make her walk of atonement.
Everybody. Oh, no. Really? Really? No. Everybody just, like, type shame in the chat, please.
Shame. 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 Shame.
I hope she's not naked in this one.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It is bait and switch. It is indeed bait and switch. Like the rework on the 600i. They got a bunch of money for the BMM, and they will again announce rework. Thank you for typing shame in the chat. I love you guys. But yeah. It is just fucking... Do they feel shame? Honestly. Like, look, every time I get aggravated like this, every time I get pissed off like this, and I get all ranty, like, in the back of my brain, I'm still like, she's totally naked and blocked by other NPCs. So, every time I get like this, I realize, dude, it's just a game. Why are you getting angry? But also, dude, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of wasted money from backers that wanted something and maybe got deceived, or like, if you're running a business, you got to run that business properly. Like, it's the same if somebody would like come to my studio and say, can you make me up an album? And then I make him half of a song, and then I tell him that, yeah, I'm gonna make you. Let's just look at the money, and then I tell him, yeah, I'm gonna make you the album. Do you like this half of the song or this demo for the song? And then he says, yeah. He gives me the money, and then I just start working on another project and completely stop working on his song and his album. And then, like, A year passes and he's like, dude, are you gonna fucking deliver the album? Should I like come? Should I record the vocals? Like, what are we doing? And then I tell him, well, yeah, but I need to like I use that money to invest into something else, and I spent all that money. So if you can give me more money for because I gave you a discount or whatever, I'm gonna like think of something. And then he gives me more money, and then I'm like, yeah, thank you. And then I don't work on his album, and I work on other people's albums, because that's what Squadron 42 is. Might be less frustrating if they weren't asking for mountains of cash for these ships they rarely finish. Dude. What other game? And I know that games are getting ridiculous with their fucking funding and all that. Like Overwatch, for example. I like the game, but Jesus Christ, they're asking like $20 for a skin. Skins were fucking free. You would just pay for Overwatch and you would get skins by playing. But now they ask for fucking $20. But it's still $20. What is this shit? What is this? Like, what other game has this shit? Except Star Atlas. And then people keep on buying it. And when are they gonna get it? Who the fuck knows? It's not even like in the back of their brains. They're probably like, when they made the sales, they remembered that they need to put the Kraken up. They were like, oh shit, we have the Kraken. Because they're just like thinking about the Kraken at all. Or the Polaris, or the Perseus, or the Nautilus, or the Pioneer, or anything. Because yes, you can't have those ships. Of course, you can't have those ships in the game if they're just going to be basically Gladiuses, or 600 Eyes, or A90 Jumps. Of course. But where the fuck are the game loops? Where the fuck are the features? That's what I'm asking. That's what we are all angry about. So, yeah. Only one ship on sale today. Yesterday on Drake Day, in Drake went only 2 sales. What a disappointment. What you mean? You can buy all the like, go to the fucking store. You can buy whatever you want to. If you want to buy ships, and you can support them making Squadron 42 instead of Star Citizen. Like, here's why I'm saying buy ships if you want to support them making Squadron 42 instead of Star Citizen. Because this money is going into Squadron 42 instead of Star Citizen. And they are constantly going to tell you that them focusing on Squadron 42 is actually good for Star Citizen, because like this, we're going to get more things faster and they're going to be finished. We had a single patch the whole fucking year. And then Chris went on in CitizenCon and said that them focusing on Squadron 42 is giving us more things into the PU in Star Citizen. What? Dude, really? The only thing that you can say is fuck off, dude. Are you being serious right now? It's so fucking enraging, honestly. Let me switch again. There we go. I don't know where the chat went. Let me see. Oh, there it is. You bought the Cutter? The Cutter is a good ship. It does everything that the game can do, and that's the only ship that you actually need. That's the best starter ship and the only ship that you need for this game currently. I got kicked out of the server. I was about to show you the 600i. You do not want that ship. So you bought the Kraken yesterday. Jesus Christ, Atlas. Why? honestly, like, you can invest that into something else, or maybe you can give it to, like, if you don't need the money, you can give it to a charity. Honestly, you can, like, sponsor your favorite YouTubers, streamers, or whatever. When I say sponsor, like Patreon and all that. One should never mix emotions with high investments. Yeah. Remember, Squadron 42 was supposed to be where they developed combat, not a separate game. More double. Well, yeah. Squadron 42, if you look at this Kickstarter, and I'm going to show you that. Kickstarter. There you go. Check this. Check this out. So, no, fuck off. I'm not gonna give you anything. So, Control F. I'm just gonna search mode. The first thing that comes up out of 9 is Squadron 42 was supposed to be a Wing Commander style single player mode, playable offline if you want, playable offline or online co-op with friends. You sign up for a duty with the IAE fleet, manning the front lines, blah, 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 blah. That's the Star Citizen Kickstarter. And then I have no idea who started spreading the word that they need to finish Squadron 42 because of a Kickstarter, because they need to deliver it, because that was the original Kickstarter, because it wasn't. Also, this page, if you scroll down, it has a lot of shits like to show you. Let me search for 100. Oh no, this is 100%. Okay, systems. 50-star systems, 60-star systems. For 4.5 mil, 70-star systems. 100-star systems. In there, you have 100+ star systems. Banu Merchantman unlocked on 11th of November 2013. 9 fucking years ago, 27 million bucks. So, yeah. With that said, I gotta go to the bathroom. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not sure that I'm gonna release the rehab facility tomorrow unless I get something to like cut from this video so I can use it. I'm feeling really sick right now. And Grand Admiral? Yeah, I'm also Grand Admiral. Let me see. I'm something like that. Maybe even higher. But also, I am a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm a Grand Admiral. I'm a YouTuber, and I need the ships so I can review them, etc., etc. So, yeah, with that said, thank you to my patrons that are supporting me. If you want to support me in my streams and all of that, you can use the thank something button here, or you can thank the, I don't know, CAG. Or you can support me in Patreon, which is the best thing because YouTube takes like 30%. And that's all that I'm going to say. Also subscribe. With subscribing, you're entering the giveaway. The giveaway is the key to my heart because I love you all. And my belt, like my stomach is, I'm just going to explode. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. And I love you all. And mwah, goodbye. And don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. And yeah,